阿 Ann，我接受咗主業團嘅培訓咧，我係由一個好性急嘅人變成咗咧一個稍為有啲耐性啦。
原來我一個普通嘅家庭主婦，我只要做好我而家嘅工作，我都有機會去成聖嘅。
譬如有啲好厭煩嘅工作，即係我為聖化一樣嘢嚟做咯。啊係喎，咁又好似 smooth 啲啦。
即係我就入到去之後，我一入到去我就覺得，即係有一個好熟悉嘅感覺，但係我講唔出係點樣好熟悉嘅感覺。
唔使急趕佢哋嘅，唔使逼佢哋嘅，佢自然會感受到天主嗰個帶俾佢哋嗰個美善咯。
Hi， 我問我你點啊？即係當我喺好低落嘅時候，佢會將我去即係帶翻去上去。咁或者有時有另外一個人就 send 啲 message 你就話，天主叫我俾個你，叫你 pray 嘅。確實其實都有好多人係咁樣去天主用呢個方法咧嚟鼓勵我啊。
This was like a very hard time in my life. You know, it was a really the very bottom that I would never think I would reach. And through her friendship first, come with me, you know, let's go to church, you know, let's go to mass. There you could pray. Then the conversation naturally started from that, from going to mass daily. She says, you know, I think I want to take you to a place that I think you will really like. And I said yes, you know, because then, you know, the trust was there.
咁第二個姊妹咧，我應該係我裝咗小豆芽第一年同我嘅 partner 咧，嗰個就係Monica Lau 啊！我第一年就拍呢個咁好誠懇同埋好幫得手嘅 partner， 我之後先知道啊，原來佢係supernumerary 嚟嘅咁我之後又喺佢身上學到做嘢好認真。
因為如果你細個唔係有專業團嘅培育嘅話咧，可以好頹廢，冇目標。佢係俾到你嘅動力係不斷咁學習嘅。
其實覺得教個小朋友喎，其實喺佢裏邊嗰個心裏邊嘅種子其實係有嘅，睇下幾時發出嚟，係天主話事嘅。
經過其實有3次嘅復發，去到第3次嘅時候，其實又係咁啊。好啦，咁繼續又做 treatment 啦。咁但係呢一次唔同嘅咧，就係話已經因為我已經喺一個主業團裏邊啦。當我有好多唔平安，或者有啲咩問題嘅時候，我就翻去喺我每日嗰2個嘅 meditation 裏邊咧，我就同天主講。咁我就將所有嗰啲嘢咧，我就俾晒天主。咁天主自然咧，佢就會將佢嘅平安咧，佢就會俾我嘅。咁我就唔再需要淨係靠人哋去安慰我咯。其實係天主直接嚟將佢嘅平安俾我。
咁呢個日常生活咧，其實係可以做得好簡單，就係以日常嘅生活去聖化自己、聖化他人。每一日咧係照顧 BB 啦，呢個真係好體驗到，真係聖化工作。
When I first heard this teaching of Saint Jose Maria, that we can sanctify work right there in the middle of the street, these words. In the factories, with the people that you bumped into the bus. And when I heard these words, I said, this is for me, that I can offer my work, my daily work to God right there, in my teaching with my colleagues, right in the middle of the word. Beautiful message.
喺我日常生活裏邊咧，點樣可以即係做好我哋工作就可以成聖啦。咁亦都係 由我哋自己做起啦。咁我嗰陣時聽到係好偉大喎，咁成個人世界就冇晒紛爭啊，冇晒呢啲即係唔好嘅嘢咧，大家都好為別人着想，好有愛嘅。
即係一個銀仔有兩面，如果發生一啲唔好嘅嘢，你係咪應該喺另一邊望呢？即係 only in bonus，唔係所有嘢都要向負面嗰方面諗咁。其實係覺得天主係真係由一早已經安排好所有計劃，你只要信賴天主就得㗎啦。
做家務一來就唔係好醒嗰只啦，煮嘢即係有個煮。即係煮嘢呢樣嘢其實都好有陣時都話點解有啲家庭主婦咁叻嘅？即係成日會煮唔同嘅菜式咧，咁呢樣嘢真係都要聖化，即係個人真係會咁 creative 啊！即係你都要嘥時間喎，即係煮嘢都唔簡單。咁所以我成日就記住呢個聖化工作。有陣時會覺得聖化工作做家庭主婦好似冇乜嘢好聖化喎，即係呢樣嘢好似 simple 嘅環境，你點聖化工作咧？咁但係後尾諗咩？唔係喎，聖母媽媽都係做家庭主婦啫，佢都係專業人士，不過嗰樣嘢唔使點特別考牌。咁我覺得哇，即係其實呢個工係好漫長喎，係可能係做一世嘅啫。哇！你當中點樣可以日日 keep 住嗰種 passion， 即係肯放棄你或者想做嘅嘢，好慷慨為家庭咧？呢樣嘢真係要無限嘅忍耐啦，有一種愛德咯喺度咯。咁我呢樣嘢就一路都係仲係學緊。
大約係喺4年前度啦，咁我丈夫咧就同我講話，佢想聽天主教嘅道理，咁佢已經係主業團嘅一個協助人啦。咁我覺得好開心，因為天主帶領到佢去認識佢咯。
到出世嘅時候，大家其實都好開心，因為真係覺得係天主嘅恩賜。後尾知道咗佢係一個有自閉症嘅小朋友之後咧，我喺嗰度，我覺得更加係感覺到天主係同我一齊，係一個愛嘅傳遞。
我都會多謝天主嘅，我唔係咁，即係我唔好咁講話去感謝去令佢病啦嚇。喺嗰半年其實就係我先生佢嗰個即係病情亦都 stable 咗，做晒啲 treatment啊。每一次喺呢啲時間嘅時候，咁我就會將呢啲嘅擔心啊各樣嘅咧，其實我都係咁樣交俾天主咯。咁佢會亦都係喺我預先我諗到我要嘅嘢嘅時候咧，其實佢已經安排俾我嘅，即係令成個家庭，即係唔單止係我哋呢個家庭，即係嗰個嘅關係個愛係會，我哋嘅婚姻係會鞏固啦。佢同佢媽媽同佢其他兄弟姊妹嘅關係，嗰個家庭嗰個聯繫，成個佢哋屋企嘅聯繫咧，其實已經係強咗嘅。我做嘅嘢其實係佢嘅，係其實呢個係佢嘅愛俾佢哋嘅，呢個唔係我自己嘅愛，我覺得係。